This video is in memory of Elizabeth Liz DePiero, 1939 to 2019. We have an extended family and would like to share our history as a part of this celebration of our mother, Liz DePiero. Liz's family, the Boyces, have a long history in the U.S. Her earliest ancestors to immigrate came in the 1600s from Wales. Ancestors fought in both the Revolutionary and Civil Wars. Liz was a direct descendant of Rebecca Nurse, who was killed in the Salem witch trials. This is the Rebecca Nurse homestead. Her paternal great-grandfather, Edward S. Wright, was warden of Western Penn Penitentiary and helped develop work skills for inmates. Her paternal grandfather was an MD at the prison and later a physician on the north side of Pittsburgh. Her maternal grandfather was president of Miami University of Ohio and later Iowa State University. Here we see Miami University in an embroidered depiction by Liz. Liz's parents had 5 daughters. Joseph C. Boyce was her father. He had a PhD in physics, taught at Princeton, MIT, and NYU, and then was at Argonne National Lab. Her mother, Emily H. Boyce, had a master's in math and was an astronomer. The 5 daughters are Mary, Emmy, there's Liz in the middle, Fran, and Kathy. Liz developed her love for newspaper clippings at a young age, and maybe not always to the pleasure of others. She graduated from Hinsdale Central High in Illinois. She earned a master's in education and began teaching. Her bachelor's was from Miami of Ohio. She earned her master's from Rutgers University in elementary ed, including a certificate in special ed. Then she began her career in New Jersey, teaching both in public school and then as a special ed teacher. Then things got more interesting. Along came Frederick William Boyce. Now, Sam DePiero adopted Fred after their marriage, and Fred was born in 1963. Liz was a single mother. Liz and Fred's story would not be complete without including John and Clarice Salas. Liz needed help raising Fred while she worked. Through a social services agency, she met the Salas family from England. Fred lived with the Salas couple during the week and with Liz on the weekends. When Liz moved to Pittsburgh from New Jersey, the Salases soon moved to be near us. The Salases were a cherished part of our lives for decades. Then things got even more interesting. Liz met Sam DePiero at the Western Pennsylvania School for Blind Children. Sam was a librarian at the school and he taught science. They married August 22nd, 1969. Shortly thereafter, Sam adopted Fred and I became Frederick William DePiero. The first time Sam mentioned Liz to his daughters, he told them about a new teacher in school.
She had hair down to her bum. Liz embraced the DePiero extended family. While Liz's family history dated to the 1600s in the United States, her new family was first-generation Americans. Liz embraced the warmth and vitality of an emotional Italian family. And now, Liz had 2 daughters. Daughters Celeste and Joy had a new baby brother, and Fred
had 2 sisters.
The children have thrived thanks to Liz and Sam's nurturing. Here are our family members: Joy DePiero, MD, and the late Paul Kimberly Ling, PhD, daughter Alexandra, MS, Celeste and Brent Baxter, MBA, sons Jared and Grant, Fred DePiero, PhD, and Constance. Graham Longhair, beloved by her grandchildren. They have many fond memories of vacations at Michelinda, working on puzzles. They learned from her compassion for animals, and they will always remember her story of why she became a vegetarian. She saw a calf being separated from its mother, and she never ate meat again. One of the children's favorite items that she made was a vegetable soup with lots of cheese and hot sauce.
Liz was successful as a mother and as a career educator. At the school, Liz worked with multiply handicapped blind children. During her tenure, she helped transform the school. She helped to broaden the scope of its mission to include more students with multiple handicaps. She was noted for her compassion and exceptional patience with her students and always celebrated their hard-won accomplishments. Later in life, she became a consultant to those losing their vision as adults. Her work transformed the lives of many individuals and their families.
Liz and Sam shared a love of books.
Liz became a master gardener. Here she is at the Elizabethan Shakespeare Garden in Mellon Park.
Gardening with grandson Jared's help.
Here she is with her friends in the Western Pennsylvania Herb Society.
And with daughter Joy, Liz, and Sam at the Polly Hill Arboretum.
She was a basket maker and teacher. She caned chairs and was a puzzler extraordinaire. Here she is teaching some friends basket making.
Caning a chair.
And puzzling.
The family cottage, Michelinda, became Liz's lifelong home. The family moved often, but summers in Michelinda were a mainstay to Liz. I have some pictures here of the cottage in 1956.
Of Liz and Sam on the beach.
And Liz on the front porch swing. Liz had many interests, and she really enjoyed creating bridges between those interests.
Yoga and teaching. She taught yoga to her handicapped students.
Gardening and teaching. She created the Fragrance and Touch Garden at the Western Pennsylvania School for Blind Children.
Gardening and design. She embroidered herb plants and patterns and was recognized by the Herb Society of America for her design.
And gardening and design, when she researched herbs mentioned in the Shakespearean literature, and she designed the Elizabethan Garden in Mellon Park.
Liz became involved in yoga and meditation in the 70s. She became a Jain and followed Chitrabhanu. She taught yoga to her students. Her friends gave her the name Karuna, which means compassionate in Sanskrit. You may remember her license plate.
Warning, driver reads Braille. A fitting subtitle to Liz's life story came as a gift. This doormat says, "Ring bell, pull weeds until someone answers."
Our beloved caregiver, Wendy, supported Liz through cancer. Wendy cared for both Sam and Liz. She was able to help with Sam's daily living skills in a way the family could not. Her support and encouragement helped Liz through her cancer treatment. They were so close that Wendy called her mom. Here's an excerpt from one of Liz's journals in 2015. The winding, rocky road called cancer. Jumping onto the merry-go-round, it wasn't stopping for me. I just have to jump.
Yeah.
In conclusion, Liz made and maintained lifelong friendships because of her appealing personality.
She encouraged others to follow their passions and did not judge a shortfall.
Liz was as equal a mother to Joy and Celeste as she was to Fred, spouses, and grandchildren.
She had tremendous patience for Sam as he aged, compassion for her students, for animals, and for all her friends and family.
She was Karuna for us all.